AITA for telling a woman I can only help her if her son is dead or dying. I work for our National Paramedicine organization. I'm not a paramedic though. I'm trained in first response and don't work the trucks, but have an app that alerts me to incidents within a certain radius, so I basically only respond to cardiac arrests. I'm not trained in a lot of ways, but I'm really good at CPR and defibrillation. Other than that, I can deal with severe, life-threatening bleeds, breaks, burns, and breathing, choking, or anaphylactic shock. I was at the chemist waiting in line, picking up my sick wife's prescription, and a woman came in and walked straight up to the chemist, busy with a prescription, and just started talking at him. She had her adolescent son with her. He told her to wait, but she just pretended not to hear him, and kept talking. I was in uniform and had just finished a tiring shift, and he looked at me with a, "I don't know what to do about her, help me" face, so I just gave him a smile and nod of approval to serve her. He started getting her script ready, and she said to him, "Also, my son needs a flu vaccination." The chemist said to her, "I'm sorry, but I'm not trained to give vaccinations to 12 and under." She pushed him with, "Oh, he is 12, and he replied with, "Yes, but I can't vaccine 12 and under." This back and forth carried on with her getting more and more pushy, until she finally caved and said, "Well, the other chemist I've been to does it, so can you just do it?" He politely repeated himself, and she threw her hands up in the air and then looked to me for support. "Yeah, FKN, right." She then marked my uniform and said, "Well, if you just get the vaccine ready, I'm sure he can do it." You don't know why? It was just the first reply that came to my head, and she had really irritated me, so I looked her dead in the eye and said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, I can only help if your kid is dead or dying in front of me, and honestly, he looks fine to me." The reason I'm worried I was an asshole is because both of their eyebrows went up in shock, and then she looked horrified. She grabbed her script off the chemist and walked off, grabbing her kid's arm and shaking her head. I could tell the chemist was trying not to laugh, but he was obviously initially also shocked. I was in uniform, so I'm worried I've misrepresented my organization and might get in trouble too. Was I too casual about death with her? Should I have replied more professionally or in a different way? She was deeply offended. Am I an asshole for saying that?